Good morning, pirates. Welcome to week 17 at the barracks. Signs of life. And a special barracks spontaneity challenge. After another week of absolutely miserable weather, the sun came out. And it stayed out. Temperatures soared into the double figures, and the garden said, "That will do," and started to slowly unwrap itself from its cold, wintry fog. And if bursting into life implies an explosion, then it isn't doing that. But maybe it's slowly expanding to fill the space that is called life. The only metaphor for a slow explosion I can think of is farting into life. And yes, I think that is what it is doing. This newsletter is going to be late, because I've just realised that I don't have any nice photos for it. So I'm going to get up and brush my teeth and enjoy the morning game of Hunt the Phone and get out there and take a couple of pics of the slow emergence of life. It rained all night, which is okay, I guess, so maybe there's enough of that left over to make a decent picture or two. Meanwhile, here is Tony standing on a pile of grass. Which reminds me, this week I fixed the lawnmower tractor. Ride-on lawnmower might be more English. So that means this year I have repaired 2 broken mechanical things. If you worked with me in the world of telling computers what to do, aka programming, you'll know that I have a strong preference to make new things rather than doing the maintenance of existing things. This absolutely transfers perfectly to the real world of real objects. But I was possessed by the spirit of James May and the horror of the potential repair bill if I couldn't do it myself, and did it myself. I felt inordinately good about that, and went straight ahead and mowed lots of circles and straight lines and things. The next poorly ill mechanical device on the list is the rotavator. I did the lawnmower first because grass cultivation does a bunch of things. One of the main targets this year is to see how many carbons we can pull out of the atmosphere. As a statement piece to show the ridiculousness of the concept of an individual carbon footprint. Grass is one of the best ways to do this. It's the best mulch I can produce, and we're going to need literally 20 tons of mulch this year. The pigs love it, especially Tony, but all of them really, and it does them such good, and attempting to be a self-sufficient pirate island while spending every cent I can acquire on pig food bought in from the outside is clearly ludicrous. Mowing makes the place look nice, which is more important than you might think. But now I absolutely have to fix Mr. Rotavator the choppy chop, or there ain't going to be a whole lot of anything much going on in the vineyard, and I really would rather not have to dig the pottage of beds entirely by hand. I will if I have to, of course, but I can't do the vineyard. Not even worth thinking about. And so, in the coming week, plant all the spuds, or at least nearly all of them, fix the choppy chop, rotavate. If I get the thing fixed, like early, today maybe, then the plan would be to rotavate for probably half the week. This is very weather dependent. If it rains the whole time, then it's keep off the fields time. If it dries out a bit, then full steam ahead. Sow some more stuff in pots. I think I might get the bulk of the pumpkins started. I'm going pumpkin crazy this year, for the ruffles. Build a damn big fire. And this is the spontaneity challenge. Come to the barracks next weekend and help me celebrate Beltane. Every year I make myself a fire and say, next year I should invite people. Well, this year I have done. Some locals, some fine folks from Berlin, and maybe 1 or 2 from further afield. And you. If you've been here before, then just drop in. If you want directions, get in touch. And look, I didn't get out of bed to go and take more photos of the slow burst into life of all things growing. I guess we know what this Friday's Barracks and Pictures is probably going to be about. Sorry it's late. Don't think it's a sign of a diminishment of the great piratey love that it comes with. And until next time, or this weekend, your Pirate Ben. XO.